Hey guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. Um, it appears that
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Goldier decided to join us out here sometime after we finished the quest. I'm not sure if that was because I reloaded or if he normally just comes out here after the quest is finished. We just helped him clear out his family shrine, and we can have him come with us. We probably are going to eventually, but I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm kind of hoping we remember to come to Hillgroans too and grab him later. We're probably going to take him over to the that farm we got a few episodes back and have him run that farm for us. I feel like that would be a very good idea. Um, Not to mention, I think that he'd do great for it because, um, like, he's a what do you call it? Uh, he's he's like an NPC that you could have as companion, but I don't really find him very interesting, and I don't think I'd have him follow me because I feel like Sarah knows he's not really fit for the adventuring type that she does. We're gonna be continuing on though for now. We'll come back for him later. We gotta continue on our way to Iverstead, and she's kind of focused on that right now. Well, as focused as she can be, she will get distracted still. It's just who she is. It's just like how I like to play the game. Um, we'll probably get distracted by another tomb. There's a tomb outside of Iverstead that I'm probably going to end up going into and taking care of. Um, it's mostly just her looking for more power and more abilities. Um, I mentioned the fact that the bitter cup is probably going to be affecting her. I'm not going to be going overboard with that. I'm just going to plan on having it be that um, from time to time we'll see her make decisions, and the bitter cup is partial to do with that. I would love to put more thought process into it, but I don't exactly know what I would do with it, anyways, because it's not like I could easily force it. Also, something else I noticed in one of the episodes I was checking out just to make sure it recorded properly. Um, you'll hear talking in the background every once in a while. That's my wife. I'm in the main room of the house, and she's in the study. And during the warmer months, we usually leave the doors open to let air circulate. So you might hear her talking in her room in the study, playing her game, while I'm out here in the main room playing mine. So if you were wondering what the sound was, that's what that is. Um, Person of interest, or is that just a farmer? I believe that's just a farmer either heading for Solitude or.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the
Yep.
Legion. The United Empire is better for everyone.
Did play a playthrough recently where I tried playing as a Nord returning to Skyrim, and he was going to join the Stormcloaks. And all I can say is I can understand why Skyrim makes you start from the vanilla start. Like, picking the other places and not being near the vanilla start area really does mess you up, because like that character, there was battles that character wasn't even able to. I couldn't. There was a group of bandits I kept dying to repeatedly over and over again. Didn't matter how I approached it. Didn't matter if I approached it with the two-handed weapon like I wanted to, a one-handed weapon like I normally do, magic, whatever, stealth. Didn't matter. I was getting I was getting it basically handed to me constantly. I guess I could have made the game easier, but I ended up just deciding to scrap the idea. I wasn't recording it or anything like that. I've considered doing two recordings at once of Skyrim, but I don't feel like that's a good idea because I feel like I'll get the two stories messed up. Not to mention, I kind of want to do a second playthrough of Skyrim, which I probably will for the channel once Sarah's is finished. But I feel like if I do it now, it's going to be too close to the beginning of Sarah's. So what'll happen is it'll just be me playing through the same quests. Um, I think the next character though won't go to Clockwork. They won't go to Clockwork, and they won't become a vampire because I feel like that's probably what broke survival, and I feel like if I play another character, I want to do survival with them constantly. I'm slowly working my way up this hill because I know this is the way up to Iverstead. But much like with most of my travels through Skyrim, I have lost the path, or the path I am taking is overgrown like crazy. Oh, more zombies. I swear these zombies are becoming more and more of a thing, which is really annoying to me the fact that this is just like if I had known this was what that quest was, if this was because of that necromancer quest, I may never do that necromancer quest again because I just don't like running into these zombies over and over and over again. Like, I guess it's not that big of a deal because, I mean, heck, at this point, zombies are becoming Sarah's specialty. And, but it's also one of those things of, like, I'm not a big fan of just having to fight them constantly. Slide? I've always kind of wished the dual casting system worked a little bit differently. That if you started like, if I was doing this and then I did this, it would form it into dual casting. It wouldn't just do two as separate. Have dual casting. I wish it would do dual casting. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't know if it's just the appearance. I don't know if it actually does more damage or if it's just costs less magicka or something. I'm not really sure what dual casting does. Usually get it because I like the fact that they put their hands together and fire it instead of separated. I think it looks more. It makes more sense in my head, I guess. I feel like it probably does increase the amount of damage it's doing, but decreases the amount of magicka it takes. It's hard to tell with this character because this character already decreases the necessity of magic so much. Speaking of Stormcloaks, added for a hood, but I don't really need the equipment. There are some characters I might have that I've had before that might say that they're going to take the Stormcloak uniforms to be able to dress up as a Stormcloak. Be able to go undercover and stuff like that. She might do that eventually, but right now she's considering herself neutral. Even though she's not neutral. I would say she's not even close to neutral. Let's see. Captain, there have been multiple complaints about attacks near the river northwest of Riften. We should use some more civilian support. From that area for the war effort. So send a few men to investigate. It's probably just a couple of wolves, so you'll only need to send a most 2 men. Yeah. Yep. Just a wolf. Just a wolf. And you only had to send 2. I wish you would have sent 2 more. And then 2 more after that. And then 2 more after that. And then 2 more after that. Until finally you ran out of the ability to fight this dark war. Sarah does hate the war. Sarah does not like war. She feels like fighting is a pointless, is very much an annoyance. That might change. Like I said, she might eventually join the war effort. I could definitely say that this bitter cup might be what I use to springboard her into the war effort as well. But I'm not pushing for that just yet. Is that the... Yep. That's the start up to the 7,000 steps. Which she's not going to be taking just yet.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
What type of deliveries do you make?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
What do you get in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
He gets nothing out of this, so why would I? Well, actually, I mean, I'm on my way up. I might as well. I could do it for you. I'm on my way up to 7,000 steps anyways. I'm headed up to High Hrothgar. You want me to do it?
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Sure. Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
Peaceful. I was under the impression they were dragon hunters. Anything I should watch out for during the climb? You've been a couple times. Any parts of the path that are particularly treacherous?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Sure.
Be careful up there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna head up just yet. I'm gonna head up in a little while, but I'm gonna take a break real quick. It's been a long journey getting here. I think I saw a barrow over there. Maybe I'll go poke around it in a minute. I'm gonna go see what the inn's got to say about everything. See if they have any information for me.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Pardon me, my lady.
Hello.
Would
If
care
I
to
were
hear me
you,
play my
I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Tell me more about it. What makes you think it's haunted?
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Did the spirits haunt the town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think there certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow?
I mean, I've dealt with spirits in the past. I could investigate it for you, see if I can deal with it.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Sure. Has anyone ever explored the barrow before?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Wendelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night, we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
It's rough. Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar? You guys live at the summit of the Third of the World, at the base of the Third of the World, not the summit where the exact opposite end. Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
I guess if you know it's cult, they don't want an answer. Got any leads on work, bounties in the area or anything like that?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what I think it said? Let's see, where is it? A dragon.
If your eyes open in the barrow, that's how they get you.
Is it
Pardon me, my
absolutely
lady.
necessary for
Would
you
you
to
care
bother
to
me
hear me
right
play
now?
my...
Shh. We'll go check out the.
If you
Go check out the barrow today, or right now. We might go deal with that dragon too. Let's see. I wonder where that dragon is. Let's see. Investigate the barrow and kill the dragon. Dragon in. Oh, here it is. Not sure why my quest markers aren't working. Not a big deal. It's just to the south here. It's pretty far to the south though. That might take a full day's journey. Yeah, I might pop over there and see if I can take care of the dragon. I kind of wish there was a way to set a recall point here so I could just teleport back here, but sadly Clockwork can't do that, and to teleport to Whiterun or Riften or anywhere else would then walk there would just cause me even more time. Let's take care of this barrow first, see if we can deal with this. Might risk adding in more mods that add in more spells that give her the ability to teleport, just so I can do mark and recall. I could always just start using the fast travel system since it's unlocked, but I really don't. I'd really like to keep away from it. Don't see any ghosts yet. Guess that's the way in. Well, let's go check it out. Probably just a restless spirit or something. Go ahead and head inside, and I forgot to mark that blade from when that thing knocked it out of my hand. Go ahead and get that back on our hip. There we go. Alright, let's take a look. This ain't a person's home, and the people just seem to care about the fact that it's haunted. I guess I'll take some supplies as my consideration for doing an honest day's good. Whoa.
Leave this place. Leave this place. Leave. Leave.
No, and a third time, no. Oh, great. Another one of those situations of I have multiple, levers. Well, nope. Okay, what if I pull this one? That was easy. I don't remember much about this one, but I definitely can say that I'm not surprised that it was super easy to open this. What about this way? It's locked. We'll check it out in a second. See if we can figure out where that spirit went. And there's that door, but it's trapped. And there's this door.
Mortal fool. No one
Hi.
comes from the dead.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with you. There we go. Wait. What? Not a ghost? Huh. Huh. Interesting. Dwarven Mage Unarmored Robe. Well, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. We'll take that. Like that. Sea Dog Feathered Tricorn. Huh. Another interesting thing, and some Witchwood boots. Wait, that's not that interesting. Not gonna read the diary. We'll go ahead and open it up, just in case it marked or did something. Basically, the way that this works is this guy came in here and basically slowly lost his mind to this place and started to think that he was one of the ghosts that needed to defend this place, and he made those potions that made him look like a ghost. A pretty interesting idea. I like the idea behind it. This guy was like slowly losing his mind to it. He also mentions the fact that he doesn't know where the claw is, which I'm pretty sure. Let's see, how hard is this? It's an apprentice, so let's just open it and then let that do its thing. But yeah, he mentions the fact that the claw is missing, which obviously here we have the hollow stories, and then the spot for the claw, which we obviously do not have the sapphire claw, which is the one you need. But in his diary, he mentions the fact that the innkeeper, he believes the innkeeper has it. He believes the town is tricking him, and that it's their fault, and he slowly loses his mind, and then eventually he begins to think that he's part of the Barrow. Oh, that didn't work. And there was a trap on this. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye as I opened that. Ow. What does that do? Ah. So if I had just stepped on it and then waited, I wouldn't have been hit by it. Great. Let's see, where is fast healing? Oh yeah, I forgot I have that spell that lets me unlock those locks that I haven't gotten to test yet. Keep forgetting about it. Oh crap. Reminds me of back when I think in Oblivion there were spells that you could use that would unlock doors and chests and stuff. I really wish they'd kept that for Skyrim. You always get the tower ability, but then it's only like once a day. And I don't feel like just waiting around for that power to come back to open up locks and stuff. Let's head back to the inn. We'll talk to the innkeeper about...
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
It's me.
We don't
I
get
already
many
heard you say that.
visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Well, I might be, but first I found that journal that you found. That I found this journal in the barrow.
Let me see that. I can't believe this. It was all just a fabrication of this Windelius character. I can't believe we were so stupid. Well, least I can do is give you something for taking care of him. If you won't accept it as a payment, consider it a gift.
Well, he's now given us the gift of the dragon claw that we needed. I wouldn't call it a reward for completing it, but I would recall it something. I would call it the next step in this quest line. Which, Sarah's pretty much convinced. Dragon claw mean word wall. Well, usually. Sometimes not. And sometimes you don't need a claw to get to word wall. But she knows that this dragon claw will at least mean there's something of worth down here. Because everything so far has had something of worth on the other side of a dragon claw hollow stories door. It's kind of weird how this is built, though. This doesn't feel like that felt like the central chamber, not this. Alright, let's take a look at this claw. Get our answer to this. I think it's funny that most of them are all the same. There's a few that aren't. There's a few that you have to figure it out a different way. Part of a quest. Moth, bird, and I think that's a wolf. Just realized that I was on bird. And bird. Alright, let's figure out what's inside this place. Rand Soul Gem. I'm just mostly gonna sell it. I don't have time to soul. I don't remember to soul trap anything, so there's no point in carrying them. And oak flesh, which we already have and have had for quite a while. Hi guys. And I drug a rope. Kind of expecting a Death Lord. I hear footsteps. There's one behind me. Hi. Guess it's pretty easy to take them out once I know where they are. Is it pull that lever? Why do I feel like if I walk inside here, I'm gonna get trapped in here? Nope. Let's put that back up. Actually. Ooh. Guild. If there's a handle here. Well, is this just gonna... Yep. Funny is that Sarah would not drown under there just because of the mask's effect of water breathing. Anything up here? Okay, there's 2 doors. Okay, this is in the load zone, so... Okay. Out of load zone. Okay, that leads into there. Let's go back up real quick and see if we can figure out what's in there's anything in... Oh, it's a master lock. Look at it for a few seconds, see if we can figure it out. There? Nope. Nope. I've heard like if you watch where the pick breaks off to, that's supposed to tell you where it goes, but I can't really tell by like what they mean by when they say that. Dead center? No. I feel like it's right there. I just had it a few seconds ago. Okay. It's a little bit further towards that notch on the right. There we go. Ha! And an expert chest. Wait a minute. Isn't that spell for expert? Where is it? Yes, it is. Brian's welcome. Hey, it works. Cool. Okay. I need to remember that in the future. Ow. Battering ram trap. Mostly just me not paying attention. Well, this? Ah. I think that was a black soldier. Useful. Plentiful healing, glass arrows, and more gold. Stamina. And bad guys. Oh. That explains it. Also seeing the fact that they're currently standing in a puddle of very flammable liquids. Hi. That was easy. I guess it was just a bunch of skeletons. Not like they would have been hard to fight on my own. This feels odd. Like it should be like some kind of arena. Wow, this goes a lot deeper than I was expecting. I was expecting to open that up and be done with the dungeon, not open that up and have to go through the rest of the dungeon. Eesh. Heard a guy. Maybe he's through this door. Possible. Yes, he is. Come on back this way. Come on. Come on, I want you to activate this. No, fine. I guess him activating that trap wouldn't have helped. I like how there's an arrow directly in my skull. Nope. Go down. Yeah. Is it still there? Nope, it's gone. And this will most likely turn off the trap. Yep. I wonder why sometimes they don't wake up and sometimes they do. Ow! Where's fast? Where's some fast? Alphabetical order, but my brain just cannot keep that remembering. And or something. I'm gonna end up using that way too much. Oh, what's this way? This place is big. I was expecting it to be very small. I thought maybe we just come in here, poke around for a little bit, and then leave. And then go off to kill that dragon that we get the bounty for. Guess not. I have no clue on how to open this. Oh. Got a scourge. And he's got an ice. And he's got a frozen friend. Yeesh. Oh, I remember this. So, we have a bird. Or an eagle. Fish. I'll leave them on stake unless I know what they are. We have a fish. And we have a snake. I just have to move the fish. Yep. There we go. I was very confused on that for a few seconds. Then I remembered this one because you gotta stand on the thing and rotate them until you can see them, but you can't see them all at once, so you have to like keep doing it until you figure it out. Oh, crap. Like, oh no, not what I wanted. This and this. Let's break that. Oh. Boulders. Which killed him. And we have another door. Where is Ferry? Eric's welcome. Let's go. The gold ingot. Guess it's a hot topic, huh? It's a bad joke. Ow. Yay, Skyrim physics engine. Even boulders that are holding still do damage. Whoa. Okay, I was not expecting this. Although I feel like we're about to have to fight a lot of Draga. Oh, I was wrong. Skeletons. Definitely wanted to get those ones on the outer towers taken out because they definitely were going to be a problem if I did. Now we fight Draga. Really need to up my fire damage. I'm starting to get more into fire, so my next upgrade will be towards fire damage unless there's something else I specifically want. Nope, that ebony mace looks hard. I'm not going to let you hit me with it. This probably would have been a lot tougher if they had all broken out at once. But oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Heard you break out of your coffin. I just couldn't figure out where your coffin was. And you are the Scourge Lord. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound good, I should say. Sounds probably right on. Oh god. I actually was sitting there like, do I have force in unrelenting force or something else currently in place? Alright, what's he got on him? Anything interesting? An Axe of Frost. Nothing. Alright. Moving on. Like that was the end, so this should be the treasure room. Oh. Alright, so wait a minute. That. Wait, here it is. A novice trigger. We're gonna do this for the points. And I hear the chanting of a word wall. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Kind of wish I had set the trap off because I'm curious if it would have been flame or if it would have been or chief heavy stompers. Reminds me of the thing off of Zelda that you get for that makes you really heavy so that you can walk through like the heavy winds and fight the Gorons and stuff. Makes me we wonder what would have came out of the top though. All right, another word wall. What do we get this time? Come on, fire shot. Gein's beast. I think that one makes it to where like if you use it, like people like I think things around you won't attack you, and it increases the duration. Not entirely sure. I don't use the shouts as often as I wish I did. Alright, let's take a look. What do we got? Really? Glass greatsword. Not bad. And 39 gold. Not terrible. I love having this teleportability to get around. It makes things a lot easier. Oh. This... Oh. I bet you I know where this comes out at. It's where that guy was. Oh. Wait. What? Where the heck am I now? Maybe it does come out where he was? It's just... You gotta walk around it? Here, maybe? There we go. That's where I thought we were gonna come out at. Why did it do that? Maybe just make it more realistic. Who knows? Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's everything. I think I've gone through. I think I've now done everything that this dungeon could give me. Giant's Peace isn't that bad of a shout if I remember correctly. Let's take a look at it real quick. If it's the shout I think it is, it's not that bad of a shout, but I don't see myself using it. The voice soothes wild beasts who lose their desire to fight or flee. Yeah, pretty much. Unrelenting force, disarm. We could do slow time. I like the slow time shout. Let's see. This one. Yes. And then we'll get Whirlwind Sprint, because I like Whirlwind Sprint personally. Whirlwind Sprint's useful for dashing through obstacles and problems and such. Not to mention, that's one you get for you get unique dialogue if you have the first shout of that, or if you have that shout before you go up to High Rothgar. So I'm kind of glad we got it. Now, as far as what we're going to do next, the options I have are quite varying, because there's still that dragon to the south that we could go deal with. And I'm tempted to go deal with it. Wanted to check something. We have Nordic arrows on, and that's why it's only showing one. Where is... Oh my, I actually am not carrying iron arrows. Surprising.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier
Yeah,
with a belly full
we
of
could go
tea.
up High Hrothgar, but we're now kind of realizing that they're not dragon fighters, they're monks, and they live in peace at the throat of the world. So, we are going to go up there, but we're going to take care of this dragon first. Dragon is definitely a
If
problem,
those Whiterun gods can take down the dragon, so can we.
if you say so. But I think she's going to go after the dragon. I think her desire for the dragon's power is rising. I mentioned in the last episode, we're almost finished, and so I'm just going to do some waffling while we walk. But, I think that, like I mentioned in the last one, the bitter cup is part of this, but there's also something else I didn't think about until, well, as we're going to go fight this dragon. There's a character later on in the game that eventually mentions to you that, being a dragon means you have a desire for power. And I think the more souls she gets, the more that desire will grow. Actually, just straight off the beaten path, I guess. There's an Imperial camp over in that direction, I think. I think that's what that marker means. Yep. But, Okay, that made that. I don't know if that's the dragon we were aiming for, but that gives us a dragon to deal with. Where is... No. Trying to find the relentless storm option. There we go. Oh. There's people in the area, which means I can't use my sword, my magic. Come on. Come on, you big beast. Get down. It tells me this was not the dragon of problem. This was not the problem dragon. It was another dragon in the area. And take.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing. It's something's happening.
Probably not happy that I'm looting their comrade, but I'm only going to take his gold. And his arrows. Rest. Not like I'm taking his body. All that blood. Probably getting thirsty. I've probably been getting the notice that she's been getting thirsty, but pretty much with better vampires, the only effect really is that I lose some of my abilities, and I've not really been using them a lot. Alright, what do we got here? Bandits! Not here for you guys. Go away. Come to hit you guys with a calm spell. Could always have them attack the Imperials. No, that'd be a bad idea. Knowing my luck, the Imperials will figure it out. I have more problems on my hand. What is this? Weird mechanism of some kind. Don't have anything that could fit in there. Well, I guess technically she has something that could. She has several things that could fit in there, and she has something that probably fits in there pretty well. She just doesn't realize it yet. She uses the rest of the pieces. Yeah, this is the end of that particular item's quest. I'm not doing that one's quest because it's a long quest. It takes you all throughout Skyrim to do it. And as far as what you get in the end, I don't feel like it's worth it. I'll eventually do it, probably, but not at the moment. Alright, off to find this dragon. In about 2 more minutes, so we're probably not going to kill this dragon with this one. But we will get closer to it, and I plan on just continuing my recording, because I plan on doing 2 recordings today. I want to keep up the upload schedule. I'm going to need more recordings. Well, I have like 2 weeks before I'm going to run out of recordings, but I could use some more recordings to have buffered my time, because I'm actually recording this on one of my days off work, and I'm not going to have very many of those coming up soon, because I'm about to get to the end of my vacation season. I'll still have some time off, just not as much. And that... And that big beastie right there is probably the dragon we're looking for. Kind of odd that we got that the bounty seems to be for the dragon that is up here sleeping on its bound, and not the one that was terrorizing an Imperial camp. But a dragon's a dragon is a dragon, and bounty is good. I'm going to go ahead and finish it here, though. When we come back, we'll go kill that big beastie and then head back to Iverstead. Probably head up to High Rothgar. I understand that we probably have the we're going to get the bounty for this, but we're not going to be able to go get it. We're just going to have to wait. I think it's in Riften. We might teleport from here to Riften, go turn the bounty, and then teleport back, or she might just get distracted and not head up to High Hrothgar today, or she might head to Riften from High Hrothgar. I haven't decided yet, but that'll all be decided in the next couple episodes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.